Which game you play?
You started with CoRover.ai. When did Bharat GPT become main of the fun of being competitive? Hello everybody, welcome to Career Quest, and today we have a special guest, Ankush Sabharwal, the CEO and founder of CoRover.ai and Bharat GPT. So, hello Ankush, thanks for coming here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, what made you pick the path to go to being a CEO of a company?
Yeah, I think I did not choose a path probably knowing I would be the entrepreneur or I would be the CEO or I would create something like CoreOver. But I always wanted to become the problem solver using tech. I always wanted to become techie, and and to be very precise, I really wanted to become software engineer, computer engineer, so that I could solve problems. So whether as individual or part of bigger company or part of startup, that was kind of secondary for me.
Okay. So software engineering, right? So you should know coding?
Yeah,
Yeah. Python.
yeah. Python. I picked up Python very late in my career. In fact, when I started CoreOver, then I learned Python and started coding in Python. But before that, I started my career with Microsoft technologies, VB and VC++, and then I also shifted to Java Stack, which was from Sun Microsystem back then. And in fact, I also coded in mainframes. You would not know that the language is called COBOL, Kix, JCL. So while I was working in Wipro, we used to work for a bank, and then so I worked in various technologies. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So you had many jobs before this?
Yes, yes, yes. I started my career with Wipro Technologies 2004, and then worked in other companies. Of course, yes. I think four to five different companies before starting CoreOver.
So the name CoRover.ai, I understand, but CoRover that I don't know. Like, how did you get the name CoRover?
Ah, interesting question. My son was in my lap, and I think it was around 2:30 or 3 o'clock at the midnight, and so we already had an idea. Let's start something. To solve the problem for the travelers, because people, when they go out of home, I think they need more help, right? More technology, more help, more apps are required when we are away from home. So we wanted to have the conversational AI and the live chat among the passengers while among the travelers when they travel. We started with the train, and so me and my wife Ujala, we were discussing, and I said, this is the problem want to solve, and she said she usually doesn't say yes to most of my ideas and concepts. But I think that was fortunate moment, and I said, this is something which I've kind of working on, and now I'm looking for the name. She said the concept is good and it's the right problem which you're solving, and I said, what should be the name? So we kind of discussed and created this name. So now let me dissect this. Rove, ROVE, means traveling without knowing the destination.
So rover, right? Rover is also like a Mars rover that travels on Mars.
Yeah, so that's kind of coincidence. That's we were not inspired by that rover, but rove is the it's traveling without knowing destination. Rover is a person or someone who travels without knowing the destination, maybe the rover which you are talking about.
Yeah.
Since we were coming as kind of assistant and companion to the travelers, and in fact two passengers chatting and talking to each other, we 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 made it like co-rover, means kind of two people traveling without knowing the destination. So that's how we there is no English meaning of co-rover, by the way. So it's a derivative of few words.
Okay. So CoRover, right? CoRover.ai. So what was it originally about?
It was thanks for asking this. Yes, so it we started with travel domain. we as I was saying, we thought we need to help people who are away from home while they travel, while they're traveling in train, flight, or bus. So they should be able to interact with each other, and then interact with the service provider or the operator, and also the AI assistant to help them for any frequently asked questions. So we started with travel domain, and the tagline was, "We take stress out of travel." And yeah, we started with uh, focusing on just the travel companies, the train and the bus. But when the COVID happened, literally our revenue became zero because the travel stopped. So then we got an opportunity to diversify ourselves into banking. So we went live in one of the banking financial institutions just 1 week with the same platform. So we thought, it's the same platform. It's kind of horizontal. Same platform can be used in other verticals. Then we did not stop ourselves saying, we focus in this vertical or this vertical.
Okay, so basically it's a traveling full CoRover.ai, right?
We started with that, but
Start.
now we are across various public utilities, BFSI, and other defense as well, and other sectors as well.
So you started with CoRover.ai. When did Bharat GPT become a thing?
Yeah, see, uh, we started with conversational AI, and there is something called NLP. Not sure if you know, natural language processing. So that has two parts: NLU and NLG, natural language understanding, natural language generation. So we were able to create AI assistants with just the NLU part of NLP, not the NLG. Means when user used to say, "Hey, tell me," say, "I want to book a train ticket, or cancel my ticket." So we just have to understand what user says, and then we call the backend functions to cater to that request or fetch that information. So, and over the period of time, we got huge data, huge interactions, and we got a lot of data in especially Indian domain, Indian languages, text wise. So then it was kind of evolutionary for us to have the kind of LLM and Gen AI, so that it does not just understand user's query, also generate the response. Not the earlier we used to give the fixed response. So now we started giving the responses, and now the whole world evolved, and GPUs were there, and the acceptability from the users also started coming in, because when you generate the reply, you can go wrong. Hallucination, if you have heard, right, that happens. So yeah, so we also went live when the whole industry was ready, from the service provider side and from the consumer side, to adopt something like Gen AI responses. So we also launched Bharat GPT around the same time. I think 2022 or so. Yeah.
Okay, so CoRover, when did it launch?
So 2016, the company was incorporated. I was doing that as part of my job. In fact, as a hobby project. Kind of, it was not generating any profit, or it was just to kind of help tourists when they started. But when I saw, we are really solving the problem, we saw the big companies wanted to use our platform. So when I saw some traction is there, then I think 2018 is when I quit job, corporate job, and started doing this full time.
Okay, so how much did you get paid in your last job before quitting?
Oh, last job. See, I started my career in 2004, right? So when I left my job in 2018, you see, I already had how many years of experience? Already around 14 years of experience. So that was very decent salary. So why do you want to know my salary?
Um, so the viewers could like choose like what pays most, and they could like choose the perfect job for them.
Got it. See, then uh, even if I give you my number, salary, so that comes after say 14, 15 years of experience, right? So maybe you guys and kids want to know the salary maybe as soon as you start the career, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I give you the number, then you think it's so much salary, and then you think that's the right career. So, but to reach to the salary where I had reached, it took a lot of time. Of course,
You face challenges?
of course, that's part of life, and that's a fun part of life. And we can discuss that. But I'm saying salary after 14, 15 years of me working might not be relevant for you and your friends. You can ask me how much I started with, or
Okay.
how much is the average. I have started very less, by the way, below average salary I had started with.
Okay.
But I know a lot of my friends have started with better salary than my salary.
So, have you ever been an intern?
Ah, yes, yes, I was it. Yeah, interesting question. In fact, so during my college days, I did two projects. I did two projects. It was about examination system for University of Jammu. We used to call it as pre-conduct examination system and post-conduct examination system. And I think I still think the most of my learning happened from there when I started coding to really solve at scale, for the whole university, and how to write the efficient programming. So my mentor that time was Raman Gupta sir. So Raman Gupta sir, yeah. So I remember, he was. I still remember the way he used to code. I hardly see the kind of now the engineers they code. He was so fast in typing, and he's just typing the code. He's thinking, he's writing at the same time, and I was so much impressed with him. It was in Jammu, by the way. So he's also from Bits Pilani. So he was my mentor. I learned a lot from him. I remember we used to write code in VB that time. Yeah, so I did intern, and a lot of my learning happened there as intern.
So, were you a paid intern?
No,
No?
no.
Okay. So, you were a coding intern?
Yeah, I was a programming intern, but it was not getting paid.
Okay. Yeah. So, that's how you got the experience. After that, you got the job.
After that, I got a job.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what challenges did you face to get where you are now?
I think challenges are, if you see challenges as kind of definition, they're everywhere. Maybe while studying, you also face challenges. It's a There are challenges even to get into internship. People were not. I remember I used to go to one company to another company and telling them, "Hey, I know this. I can." Even sometimes I used to the company say, "I have created this software for you. I can, take this and you can take the code, and I can build more on it if you guide me." People are not ready to even take us as intern. So there were challenges there. There were challenges getting into first job, and there were challenges into um, kind of writing code in my first job, and there were challenges everywhere that way. If you see, but I think was I talking to you? Or I was talking to someone yesterday where I was saying, challenges are the fun part. Which game you play in PlayStation or whatever?
I play Fortnite.
Fortnite, I have no idea. There are guns and all that,
Yes, yes.
and there are enemies who can
Yes.
also try to shoot you.
Yes.
You think you are playing your game,
Yeah.
and if there are no enemies, or even if there are enemies, they're harmless. They don't have gun. They cannot shoot you, right? So but you can shoot them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
but
would you like that game?
no, because you won't have the fun of being competitive.
Absolutely.
That,
Right. And what happens? Are there levels in this game? If you
mm,
uh,
I mean, if you like finish a game, you get levels.
Okay, so means, and then when you finish the game, you go to the different level, or there are
No,
no.
no, no levels, no levels. But there are different modes.
They have different. There are complexity mode as well.
Yes,
So means,
competitive.
when do you choose the complexity mode?
You can choose it anytime, but I think there's a game you can do when you get to level 50.
Oh, there are levels. So means if you're more experienced, then you choose to have
The bigger
more
part.
complexity,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
So the when you finish a game, you win. Then your next round opponents get harder.
Yeah. So then you have a choice to go to that complex level, or you can
No,
continue. No, you say I don't want to play complex game. I'll continue playing from start. You have
no,
a choice.
you have to. But if you like go to another account, you can stop.
Yeah, but you have a choice.
Yes,
So, but you don't take that choice, right?
yes,
You go to the
yes,
left. It
yes.
means
To get better and better,
it. Yeah. It
just like life.
absolutely. So means if you are facing more challenges, more complexities, it means you're getting better.
Yes.
Absolutely. So that's what I understood this part very early in my life. So never shied away from the challenges. I always consider challenges as probably few obstacles sometimes, few opportunities sometimes. Not all even challenges are opportunities. Sometimes we have to ignore few challenges. Sometimes we have to convert those challenges into opportunities. Sometimes we just navigate. So yeah, so as you rightly explained, similarly the life is challenges are. That's why our life is beautiful.
Okay. So you have worked so hard to get till here, right?
No, I will not say that. So
Decent.
hmm?
Decent you work.
See, we have to
But you
work.
did work.
Again, come to the play. This when you play, when you achieve the level, then if you ask, did you really work hard to reach this level? Do you say that? So in your Fortnite game,
Huh?
so if you achieve the level,
Yeah.
first level and then
Yes.
second level, so then if someone asks you, did you really work hard to reach this level?
Yeah.
You say I have worked hard, or you played, you enjoyed,
Um,
that I
I
have
enjoy,
to do
I
that.
enjoyed while working hard.
Okay, so yes, so of course, then you're right. So then I worked hard, but it was not a bad experience for me. I
Yeah.
was not depressed. I was happily working harder, and
Okay.
few hard work made the smart work as well. So if you do the smart work more and more, so means hard work and smart work, then means you're able to create some results a little faster. You can achieve some milestone a little faster,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I continue doing that and will continue doing it.
Okay. So enough about that adult stuff. Now
Okay.
we'll do childhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So first, what was your favorite thing to eat when you were small? Like your favorite, like you,
Food.
yeah, favorite food.
I think it was Rajma Chawal.
Rajma. Okay. What do you like? Like, why do you like it so much?
We had very less choices. There are four or five things I know. Sunday Rajma, Saturday this black chana.
Okay.
What are these called as in English? Peas?
Please.
No, not peas.
Okay,
Uh,
leave it. So,
gram, black grams. Okay, so
so you had less choices, but your favorite was Rajma.
yeah, paneer also used to be there. But
Okay.
Rajma Chawal every Sunday we used to eat because I think maybe it used to take some more time to prepare it, and my parents were working, my mother was working, and Sunday was all anyways the holiday time, and mm, yeah, it was tasty as well, and the leisure time also. And
Okay.
I think taste is one, and when I remember when we used to eat rajma on Sundays and enjoy that meal,
Okay.
I think yeah, rajma chawal.
So, what was your most favorite thing to do when you were small? Like below 10 or 10, below teenage.
Do I remember? Below 10. I think I wanted to, whatever, if it's about the subjects and studies, I really wanted to know the concept. And I used to be in stress until I used to find the concept of any topic.
So that's how.
So and how, and sometimes, or in fact, I will say, I think I should not discourage you. Not all the times I used to get those concept clarified in my school, and I used to ask my father, and he also used to try. Sometimes I used to get convinced, sometimes not. And then I remember 10th, 10 or 11 years, right? Your age,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think I used to talk to many kind of uh, adult kids, kind of elder to me always. To whatever subjects we used to study, I used to ask them how did they understand, how.
Teens.
Oh, yeah, so who were kind of older to me,
Yeah, okay.
and how is this relevant? How is this applicable in the real life? So that was kind of my, uh, I will not say passion. I think that was my mm, purpose. All about whatever I study, whatever things get exposed to me, I wanted to go in deep and understand.
Okay.
Deep doesn't mean origin of this and why it happened, but if this is a concept got introduced to me, either in some conversation or through my curriculum, I wanted to know how it's relevant and how we can make use of it. So I think most of my time used to be spent in all that, because so many topics, and same topic I had to discuss with multiple people. Asking my parents to take me to this teacher, me to this teacher, and even they were not teaching. They were probably sometimes they were educated, but they were not professionally teaching. So even I used to request my parents to get me talk to them, and they might know. And I used to find those kind of people who have taught me. I was a single student in
Yeah.
many of my tuitions, if I can say that.
Okay. So now bonus question. We'll wrap it up with this. So what are your future plans, or what you see yourself doing in 10 years with your company?
Yeah, so thanks for asking this. I have started now thinking in 5 years and 10 years span. Yeah, I think we have to do more and more of things which we are doing currently, solving problems for the organizations, and uh, solving problem for the society using technology, using AI. And as we have solved some problem, now my hope towards solving more problem in efficient way with our technology has kind of increased. I think now I'm confident we'll be able to identify more problems and we'll be able to solve more. And next 10 years, I think more and more problem will be solved. More and more solutions would come
More
from us.
investments?
So investment would just be the mean, probably to help us solve the problem. If sometimes we might need the funding, sometimes we don't need the funding, because ideally, if we solve the problem, the customer should pay.
Yeah.
No, it means then we are solving the real problem. There are people who are ready to pay.
See, but ChatGPT is free.
ChatGPT is free for some time, and maybe they might continue extending it. They have given the platform for consumers to all of us to use and figure out our own ways of using it. And that's more for the consumers. And so whether it's a solution, I'm not sure. That's just a question answer machine, and all the information probably there, and we can ask probably anything, and some answer would come. So to really make a solution, I think there would be the developers or entrepreneurs or problem solvers or engineers, or you can also think about some problem. You kids can think about some problems and see how you can solve with technologies like, say, ChatGPT or Gemini or Bharat GPT. So I think ChatGPT as such is, I think, is not solving the problem of the society. See, we when to live life, whatever are the basic things, you have to eat food, you have to take care of yourself, health, education, travel. So I'm not sure the chat GPT is helping us directly there, but there can be solutions built on the models and technologies like chat GPT, Bharat GPT. And so there, you I think you have done the course CCAP, uh,
Um,
CoRover Certified AI
yes, I
Professional.
have. Yeah.
You could do that, and you could use CoRover's platform and created AI assistant, right? So I think all kids can do that certification. They can come to our website, CoRover.ai or BharatGPT.ai. They can enroll for the certification. They do it's around 3-4 hours program. They do this program and they'll be able to create AI applications themselves. You're 10 years old, 11 years,
11.
11 years old. So I think you did that when you were 10-year old. So 10 years old students can learn AI
Yeah.
and create AI agents using our platform.
See, the course was 1 hour exactly for each videos.
Now it's little increased.
Yeah, okay. But the last video matters most.
Absolutely. But you had to know the basics
Yeah.
first.
So the first one you just learn about AI.
Absolutely. You learn about AI, Gen AI, responsible AI, and then the last part which you're saying, that was the practical part.
Yeah. So how to create it.
Yes, but so yeah, so I think you should know the theory part, basics part, and then the practical part, and then you think and create your own solution.
Yes.
Which solution you had created?
I have created about anything
I think you
like
created
about games.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
great.
Like what is Uno? I asked.
Yeah, yeah. So similarly, all everyone can become the problem solver.
Yeah. So now, if you have to say I mean, you have to say something inspiring to the viewers out there. You can say it.
Um, I think you should enjoy what you're doing and try to help others. And how do you help others? It's not just always doing hard work, and maybe you can think about some problems, whether you, your family, your friends, your society is facing. Try to think about that problem, then think how we can solve that problem. And if we can solve that problem, uh, then I think many people can get benefited, and maybe in your family, your society, and maybe the whole India, maybe the whole world. And keep looking for the right problems which many people are facing, and then keep thinking about the solution. So I think be the problem solver in any way. Thank you.
So Ankush, thank you for coming in Career Quest podcast. So um, have a nice day and yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. You were wonderful. I think I said many things which I never spoken. I never asked myself. I never thought about them. So thanks for asking right question. I hope your friends study well, play well, talk to others, help others,
Yeah.
and enjoy life.
Yeah. Okay, so meet you in the next podcast and enjoy life.